The Clockmaker's Secret. In the quiet town of Elmsworth, nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, there lived an old clockmaker named Mr. Thorne. His tiny shop, Thorne's Timepieces, sat on the corner of Maple and Pine Street and was filled with clocks of every kind: tall grandfather clocks, delicate pocket watches, and ornate cuckoo clocks. Each one ticked and talked in harmony, creating a soothing rhythm that echoed through the streets. Mr. Thorne was a mysterious man. He rarely spoke unless spoken to, and he never allowed anyone into the back room of his shop. Children would often press their noses against the window, watching as he tinkered with tiny gears and springs, his magnifying glasses perched on his nose, his hands moving with careful precision. One rainy afternoon, a curious girl named Ellie wandered into the shop. She had recently moved to Elmsworth and had heard the townspeople whisper about the clockmaker's secret. With a polite smile, she greeted Mr. Thorne and asked if she could look around. He nodded, gesturing silently to the rows of ticking clocks. As Ellie explored the shop, she noticed a strange ticking sound coming from behind a bookshelf. It was different, not mechanical, but more like a heartbeat. She tilted her head and looked closer. The shelf was slightly ajar. Glancing back at Mr. Thorne, who seemed absorbed in his work, she reached out and gently pushed the shelf aside. Behind it was a small wooden door. Before she could stop herself, Ellie turned the handle. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow staircase that spiraled downward. The air was thick with the scent of oil and old wood. She hesitated, then took a step inside. "Miss," came Mr. Thorne's voice, suddenly sharp and clear. "That room is not for visitors." Ellie froze. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." Mr. Thorne sighed, setting down his tools. "Come," he said. "I suppose it's time someone knew the truth." He led her down the stairs, his lantern casting flickering shadows on the walls. At the bottom was a vast room unlike anything Ellie had imagined. It was filled with strange machines, each one humming with energy. In the center stood a large clock, taller than any grandfather clock she had ever seen. Its hands moved counterclockwise, and its gears glowed faintly blue. "This," said Mr. Thorne, "is the heart of time." He explained that he was not just a clockmaker, he was a guardian of time. The heart of time was a machine built centuries ago to keep the flow of time in balance. It corrected temporal anomalies, prevented paradoxes, and ensured that time never unraveled. Only a few people in the world knew of its existence, and even fewer were entrusted to protect it. "But something is wrong," he said, his brow furrowed. "Lately, the heart has been skipping beats. Time is faltering." Ellie listened, wide-eyed. "Can I help?"